Have you ever experienced an unexpected, strong tug in one direction or another, as though a message from beyond was attempting to get through to you? Imagine the following scenario: you are having a calm, serene evening, and then suddenly, you get a sign or a message that seems urgent and reassuring. This could be a meaningful message from a celestial father figure who watches you from heaven. It's not just a coincidence. Permit me to tell you a tale. A close buddy went through strange things not too long ago. He felt uncertain and lost as he wrestled with a significant life decision. Then, as if by magic, he began to see clues and patterns that made him think his late father was trying to get in touch. His perspective was entirely altered by a profound, resonant sense of guidance, not only the dreams or the coincidences. Stay tuned to the film's end as we delve deeply into comprehending these crucial messages from the angels. We'll look at how to identify, understand, and respond to these messages from God. We offer many insightful stories and thoughts that will pique your curiosity in the spiritual world, whether you're looking for clarity during a period of confusion or are just inquiring. Prepare to engage with messages that have the potential to transform your life. It is essential to comprehend the role of divine father figures in our journey through spiritual and angelic connection. These characters, frequently portrayed in many religious systems as fatherly figures, offer a special kind of consolation and direction. Many people find that having a spiritual father gives them a sense of direction and security beyond material worries. This character, frequently linked to protection, wisdom, and unwavering love, is essential in conveying messages that significantly impact our lives. Angelic communication can sometimes be clearer-cut. They may manifest as signals, dreams, or even epiphanies. For example, a lot of people claim to have vivid dreams that seem to convey a message from a deceased loved one. These dreams frequently have emotional overtones and symbolic content that, when deciphered, provide crucial information. Furthermore, angels may use everyday indicators to convey messages, such as repeated numbers or coincidental events. It's also crucial to comprehend why these communications are perceived as urgent. When communication from beyond feels urgent, you must quickly act on something important. There are several reasons why you can feel this urgency. You might need to make a decision soon or recognize a change in your life's course. To make sure that you are in line with your higher purpose or take care of significant areas of your spiritual journey, the sense of urgency frequently forces you to act or reflect more thoroughly. Numerous individuals have had experiences when they sensed a spiritual father figure sending them an urgent message. These encounters can be mildly observed or quite dramatic. For instance, someone may discover later on that the assistance or direction they received at a crucial juncture was a direct answer to their need or prayer. These experiences are frequently followed by a strong sense of surety and clarity, strengthening the conviction that they are being led by a greater force. It's critical to be open and responsive when you sense indications that your Heavenly Father is attempting to contact you. These symptoms could be physical, including strange coincidences, recurrent thoughts, or even déjà vu-like sensations. Every symbol conveys a message that, upon interpretation, might offer a significant understanding of your present circumstances. For example, if certain symbols or numbers appear frequently, they can have particular connotations related to your situation. It's essential to comprehend the significance of these angelic signals in your life in addition to simply identifying them when you pay attention to them. Ignoring these signals may result in unsolved problems or lost opportunities. You can make choices that promote your general well-being and development when you give these teachings some thought and take appropriate action. This helps you become more in line with your spiritual path. Various techniques are needed to communicate with your Divine Father or other spiritual figure. Contemplation, prayer, and meditation are all powerful tools for building a relationship. By tuning into the subtle frequencies of divine communication, these techniques help you receive and understand messages more clearly. Due to these practices, many claim to have experienced a more profound and intimate connection and guidance. One cannot stress the importance of angelic messages for personal development. These signals frequently act as catalysts for change, encouraging you to take unexpected turns or make life-changing decisions. A message can advise you to go after a long-held goal or deal with a painful situation in your life, for example. These messages can profoundly alter perspective and behavior, eventually advancing your personal growth. Despite the advantages, many individuals have misgivings and cynicism regarding angelic communication. It's normal to doubt the veracity of these experiences, particularly in the face of difficulties or uncertainty. To answer these questions, one must acknowledge that spiritual experiences are incredibly unique to each person and might differ significantly from one another. You can better understand these teachings and their application by investigating various viewpoints and participating in your spiritual activities. Angelic guidance must be consciously incorporated into daily life. This could be making time for spiritual activities, paying attention to messages and signs, and incorporating the newfound understanding into your daily choices. You can improve your ability to face life's obstacles with clarity and purpose and fortify your relationship with the divine by consciously attempting to include these messages into your daily routine. Analyzing case studies of people who had received urgent messages from their heavenly fathers can help us understand how these messages can affect situations in the actual world. Take the case of someone who made a significant job move after receiving a message. Their experience might serve as a source of motivation and helpful advice for those going through similar circumstances. Being able to distinguish between genuine and fraudulent messages is an essential ability in spiritual connection. It entails realizing the essence of heavenly communications and identifying the traits of authentic direction. While false messages can confuse or divert you from your spiritual path, valid messages are frequently characterized by calm, clarity, and alignment with your higher self. Angelic communication is primarily understood through intuition. Developing a greater awareness of your inner self, practicing mindfulness, and meditation are all beneficial for improving your intuitive talents. Developing your intuition makes it easier for you to decipher and act upon the messages you get, which helps you make more purposeful and well-informed decisions. Angelic messages can be an invaluable source of assistance when making life decisions. Divine messages can provide direction and clarity when making important decisions like choosing a job path, making a significant investment, or managing personal relationships. If you continue to be aware of these messages, you can make decisions that support your general well-being and spiritual path. To be able to receive and interpret messages, you must engage in spiritual practices that deepen your relationship with heavenly figures. Regular meditation, journaling, and spending time in nature are some practices that can improve your capacity for receiving direction and preserving a sense of spiritual connectedness. By fostering a receptive mental state, these exercises help you become more perceptive to the subtle messages from the divine. Examining many spiritual traditions offers a more comprehensive viewpoint on divine father figures. By studying how different cultures and belief systems see these figures, you can learn more about the universal elements of divine communication. This investigation can enhance your spiritual practice and your experience of sacred connection. Angelic messages and spiritual advice will probably continue to change in the future. As spiritual activities and technological advancements progress, new techniques for receiving and deciphering messages may arise. By keeping an open mind to these advances, you can maintain your connection to the divine and adjust to new perspectives and applications for spiritual guidance. Angelic messages, regarded as communications from celestial entities that bridge the heavenly realm and our terrestrial existence, are a significant component of many spiritual traditions. These messages frequently appear at crucial junctures in our lives, providing direction, solace, and understanding when we need them. In this segment, we'll talk about the nature of angelic communication. Angels are regarded as supernatural messengers that bring direction and knowledge from above. They frequently convey their lessons through synchronicities, dreams, and symbols, which allows them to be subtle but powerful. Accurately identifying and interpreting these communications is made more accessible by being aware of the channels via which they are distributed. A frequent aspect in many spiritual and religious traditions is the divine parental figure. This character is revered as a source of knowledge, safety, and unwavering love in many cultures. For example, in Christianity, God is frequently referred to as the Father, representing the function of a protective and guiding father figure. In other cultures, fatherly figures such as deities or spiritual beings provide direction and assistance. In this part, we'll examine how these heavenly father figures provide guidance and support and discuss the spiritual and emotional benefits of having someone like that in one's life, both here on earth and hereafter. It can be consoling to consider the possibility of a spiritual father or parental figure in paradise. This figure is frequently viewed as a spiritual guardian or protector who monitors us. Examining how many cultures and belief systems view divine father figures and their functions in our lives is necessary to comprehend this idea. We'll talk about the idea of having a spiritual father who is still around to offer advice and encouragement even after he passes away. This image might convey lessons to assist us in overcoming obstacles in life, validate our decisions, or provide consolation in difficult times. Divine messages can appear in various ways, such as an unexpected sign, an epiphany, or a pressing sense of purpose. Observing the nuances and recurring themes in our daily lives is essential to deciphering these signals. This section will list typical indicators and symbols that point to an urgent communication. We'll also offer helpful hints on how to decipher these messages and recognize their importance. For instance, synchronicities, spontaneous, intuitive insights, or recurrent nightmares could all be signs of divine communication. Personal accounts provide valuable insights into the effects of angelic messages on people's lives. These anecdotes offer first-hand accounts of people's experiences hearing and deciphering crucial messages from Godfather figures. We'll tell moving accounts of those who, after receiving a supernatural message, underwent profound transformations or received advice. These tales serve as both an example of the transforming potential of these teachings and a source of inspiration and support for anyone looking for their divine direction. A common belief is that angels serve as go-betweens for the heavenly and the material world. Examining how angels transmit signals and enable communication is necessary to comprehend their function. Angels can communicate in several ways, such as through signs, eye contact, or symbolic imagery. This part will discuss the many kinds of angelic messages and their meanings and objectives. We'll also look at how angels ensure that the people they are meant for hear and comprehend the words they provide. It takes awareness of different signals to know when your heavenly father or divine parental figure is attempting to approach you. These could be odd coincidences, discernible patterns in your life, or intuitive sensations that seem to direct you. We'll review particular indicators that your heavenly father figure might be contacting you. These could be essential life experiences, serendipitous epiphanies, or coming upon symbols of symbolic importance for the individual. Spiritual connection and personal development require heeding celestial messages. Ignoring these signals may result in unsolved problems and lost opportunities. When we recognize and act upon these messages, we align ourselves with our higher purpose and take actions that promote our well-being. We'll talk about the significance of paying attention to these warnings and the possible repercussions of disobeying them in this part. We'll also cover techniques for remaining aware of the heavenly direction and incorporating it into your day-to-day activities. Developing a relationship with your spiritual father or other divine figure requires you to partake in spiritual activities that allow dialogue. These routines could involve journaling, prayer, meditation, and other contemplative activities. We'll offer helpful advice on establishing a spiritual connection with your divine paternal figure, along with suggested rites and practices. We will also discuss how to cultivate an open and sensitive heart and mind so that you can more effectively receive and comprehend heavenly instructions. Angelic communications have the power to change people, pointing them in the direction of spiritual and personal development. These signals frequently act as catalysts for change, inspiring us to make significant life decisions, take new routes, or deal with painful parts of our lives. This section will examine how heavenly communications affect personal growth and provide examples of people who have changed and grown due to receiving divine direction. It will also discuss the benefits of paying attention to angelic messengers. Skepticism and doubt are frequent regarding spiritual experiences, such as receiving angel messages. This section will address frequent skepticism and offer strategies for overcoming it. We will discuss the nature of spiritual encounters and how one's beliefs affect how one interprets signals from the divine. Our goal in addressing these doubts is to assist people in cultivating a more accepting and open-minded attitude towards spiritual guidance. The key to incorporating angelic guidance into your everyday life is to use the wisdom and messages you've received. This could include making choices consistent with your spiritual path, forming intentions based on inspiration, or integrating regular spiritual activities. We'll give you valuable tips for incorporating angelic messages into your daily routine so you may stay in touch with heavenly direction and keep using the knowledge imparted. Comprehensive case studies offer insightful information about how people have responded to and received urgent angelic messages. These tales provide real-world illustrations of how decisions and circumstances can be impacted by divine guidance. We'll provide in-depth case studies that include first-person accounts and analysis of these messages' effects on the participants. These narratives will demonstrate the various manifestations and results that angelic messengers can have. Accurate spiritual discernment requires distinguishing between actual divine messages and those that are deceptive or fraudulent. This section will examine the traits of authentic messages and offer suggestions for determining their veracity. We'll talk about frequent dangers and how to stay clear of them, such as how to spot fake messages and what constitutes authentic divine communication. There will be helpful advice provided to assist people in overcoming these obstacles. Angelic communication is interpreted mainly by intuition. If you cultivate and trust your intuitive abilities, you can better understand heavenly instruction and make better decisions. We'll review ways to improve your intuition, such as self-reflection, mindfulness exercises, and meditation. Enhancing your intuitive abilities can help you become more adept at receiving and deciphering communications from the divine. Angelic communication can offer invaluable direction when making important life decisions. We'll discuss using divine instructions to help you make essential decisions in life, such as your profession and personal relationships. We'll give concrete suggestions on using angelic assistance in your decisions and examples of how angelic guidance has influenced significant choices. This will cover methods for deciphering communications when making decisions. Partaking in spiritual rituals is necessary to develop a closer relationship with divine figures. These techniques can also improve your spiritual awareness and help you stay receptive to messages. We'll suggest activities that strengthen your spiritual ties, such as journaling, meditation, and spending time in nature. These exercises can help you better interpret and receive angelic messages. Examining various spiritual traditions can expand one's understanding of heavenly communication and divine father figures. This section will explore how different cultures and belief systems see these characters and their functions. We'll contrast and compare many traditions, providing thoughts on how these approaches might enhance your spiritual practice and insights into the universal elements of divine communication. Angelic communications and spiritual direction will probably see new advancements and methods. We'll look at predictions and the latest developments in spiritual connection in this area. We'll talk about how changes in spiritual practices and technological breakthroughs could affect how we receive and understand signals from the divine. Keeping up with these advancements will facilitate your adjustment to new spiritual guidance modalities. In summary, receiving urgent communications from heaven is life-changing and profound. By comprehending the essence of these insights, identifying their indications, and incorporating their counsel into your existence, you can traverse your spiritual path with enhanced precision and intention. We'll review the movie's main ideas and encourage you to listen to communications from above. By accepting the wisdom and anecdotes provided, you can improve your spiritual health and establish a closer relationship with your divine paternal figure.